All right, so welcome to my platform once again. The message remains the same, value monetization, and the platform is Wealth College. My name remains Akbarudi Jimmy, and this is for creative individuals and 9 to 5 professionals, just like you. In other words, it's for people who have something they're already doing. So this is helping them to, make more money with what they already have, with the many skills they have developed over the years as a result of what they currently doing. And so today I'm here to run us through a few steps on how to set up um, another source of income, on how to make more money beside what you're doing. So the topic for today is quick steps to your first side income. quick steps Quick steps to your first side income. So these few steps, if you can follow them, one after the other, they will help you to set up your first side hustle, or your first side income in a few days. In a few days from now. So all I want you to do is pick up um, pick up a pen and paper and take notes of these a few steps I'm going to run you through, and reflect on them one after the other after this video or timeout, and guide yourself with them, in setting up your first side income stream. Very important. So let's go. So the first one is identify your most marketable skill. The first step is for you to sit down and identify your most marketable skills. Now you have so many skills you have developed over the years, like I said. Now sit down, list your daily tasks. What are those things you do on a daily basis? What are those things you do in your 9 to 5 um, day job? Write down all of those tasks you carry out every day when you go to work. All those tasks you carry out every day in your creativity. Write all of them down. Now, at this point, I want you to take a few minutes. You can pause the video, take a few minutes, like 5 to 10 minutes, write all of those activities down, all of those things, all of those tasks you carry out when you go out every day to work. Write them down. Take a few minutes, 5 to 10 minutes, write them down. Okay, so after that, um, I want you to rate each of those tasks. Rate them on a scale of 1 to 5. Rate them on a scale of 1 to 5. Your rating should be based how confident are you in that skill. We are trying to point it down to that marketable skill. That is the first step I told you. Identify your most marketable skill. Now we're trying to drill down to that one skill. So in your rating, find out how confident are you in that skill. Which which task brings you most positive feedback from your colleagues, even from your managers at work? Write down all of these things in your validation, in your rating. Okay, so after that, I want you to validate demand for that one skill. At this point, we are trying to find out if that one skill has a market demand for it. So on this point, what I want you to do is to quickly do a few minutes of research about the demand on those skills you have been able to identify that you do every day at work. Are people hiring for these skills? Are there people in demand of the services that these skills can offer? Write them down. You know the skills. I don't want to say much about that. So write them down. Then after that, the next point is for you to choose one. Like I said, we're trying to drill down to that one marketable skill. Now, choose one of those skills. Pick the skill with high confidence, with high rated confidence. Let's say, I told us it should be on a scale of 1 to 5. So pick that skill that has 4 over 5 or 5 over 5 confidence rating. Pick it out with a clear demand, with a clear market demand. Write it out. That is your anchor skill. It is called your anchor skill, the one you will monetize first. Like I said, you have been able to acquire so many skills. Not that you cannot monetize all of those skills, but now we're trying to see how we can set up um, your first side income within few days. So now let's pick out that one marketable skill, that anchor skill first, to monetize first, and thereafter we'll come back to see how many more you can actually make money with. So step number two, all of those I have spoken about are in step one. Now this is step number two. Now step number two is package it into a clear offer. In number two, this is where you package that skill into a very clear offer. So your offer could be in form of products or in service, but then you have to package it in form of a clear offer. Let this be very clear to you, and by the time you communicate it out, your 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 target audience, the people it should serve, will be able to resonate with it and then come to patronize and do business with you. Very important. So package it into a clear offer. So now at this point you have to define your service. What will you be doing with that one skill? Write a one sentence description of your offer. For instance, you can say, I teach 9 to 5 professionals how to monetize their valuable skills within 90 minutes. It's a clear description of an offer. I teach 9 to 5 professionals how to monetize their valuable skills within 90 minutes. So you should be able to draft something similar with your skill, with the offer you want to present, with the offer you want to, serve your customers with in clear terms, such as this. Now, in it, you have to specify your deliverables. You have to structure it in such a way that it will be very clear to the people you want to serve with it. Very important. That's that's step two. That's step two. Package that one skill, that one skill into a clear uh, offer. Okay. So again, still on step two, you have to set your price. Set your price. Set your price. You have to set your price. You have to, you know, um, put a price tag. You have to put a price tag. You have to research. In doing this, you have to research competitors, people that are doing similar thing out there. How much do they charge? How much do they charge? Okay, so when you find out, the quality of what you have, compare with what other people in that the same line of business, do, and how much they charge. As a beginner, I want you to, I want you to take, about 5 to 10% step down in your pricing compared to what other people do, just for you to get your first set of clients first. Just for you to get your first set of clients. Okay, that is it. In putting a price, in setting a price to your offer, create a simple one-page offer. This is very important. Create a simple one-page offer that you can post out there, with a clear call to action message that will attract people to you. Very, very important. Step three is choose your launch platform. We have so many social media platforms. So which of them, you think your target audience are or can be mostly found? Choose your launch platform. Very, very, very important. Depends on what you want to, um, the kind of service you want to offer. We have different social media platforms. You have YouTube, you have Facebook, you have LinkedIn, you have TikTok, you have many of them. The one that suits you, you have to choose that and launch your offer with that platform. So you have to direct your outreach. Direct your outreach. For instance, identify your 5 to 10 people in your network who might need your service. Now, this is saying that, excuse me, this is saying that, apart from launching your offer on your social media platform for the general audience to to be aware of and then sift out your target audience, you can as well do a direct outreach. Do a direct outreach, in your network, for instance, through WhatsApp messaging or direct messaging, reaching out to your friends, your colleagues, your classmates, trying to tell them that this is what you have started doing. You felt they will be interested in it, and that is why you're trying to reach out to them, or if they can recommend anybody for you. This is direct messaging. You can do this, and again, pick one primary channel and focus on that channel in doing your marketing. In doing your marketing, focus. You have to be focused and be consistent in doing your marketing. Okay, this is very important so that you don't get stressed up in the process of trying to post your offer here, post your offer there. Just focus on one platform and then be consistent in your message, or be consistent with your message. With time, you will be discovered. Step number 4: deliver exceptional value and collect testimonials. Now, when it comes to the delivering of your offer, you have to deliver exceptional value, and the end of the day, collect testimonials. Testimonials will help a long way. They are evidence of proof that your offer is working, that people who have consumed your product, people who have used your product or service, they have something great to say about it. So it gives clients that level of trust. It gives customers that level of trust about your offer, about your product, about your service. So when you deliver, also find out time to get testimonials from your customers. Okay, so In doing this, you have to over deliver within reasons. You have to over deliver, within reasons. It's not that anytime you come on board, you just over deliver. No, if there is a reason for that, over deliver. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay? If you promise, for example, you promise to give um, a 5 slide presentation, add an extra. Add an extra. If you promise to give a 90 minutes lecture, if there is a need for it, extend for more questions, for more comments, for more contribution, just to over deliver. If there is a reason for that, okay, then, like I said, at the end of the day, do well to get feedback, get testimonials from them. It will help you. Okay, you have to communicate clearly. Let your audience understand what you are saying. Communicate to them with the language they can understand. Speak the language they can understand. In your delivery, in the communication of your offer, speak clear language. Very important. Okay, ask for feedback and testimonial. Like I said, upon completion, when you are done with your delivery, you can ask them to say, I hope you are good and satisfied with the results. Would you mind sharing a sentence or two about your experience? I would love to feature it on my page. Ask them. Ask them if they would share their experience with you, that you would like to, have it on your page as a testimonial. There's nothing wrong with that. Ask for testimonial at the end of the whole thing. Okay? Now, again, you have to refine your process. You have just to refine your process. You have to refine your process. Note any bottlenecks or recurring questions. Update your offer description and pricing regularly. Your pricing should not be fixed. Your pricing should not be fixed. Now, when you have a price, for example, you have a price, let's say $50, attached to your offer. After 5 to 7 times of delivering, you have to increase your price. There's nothing wrong with that. You have to update, you have to review, upwardly your price, because something that will make you to deliver that same product or service for 1, 2, 3, up to 7 times, it shows that your offer is good. Your offer is good. There is a market for it. And that is why you could have a demand for it 1, 2, 3, up to 7 times. Then at the end of that time, you have to review and, increase your price. You have to update your price. Very important. There's no room for, you know, for stagnation. Okay, so step number five. Step number five. Step number five. So step number 5 is the last step we have here right now. So step number 5 is scale with systems. After all said and done, at this point you have to scale with systems. You cannot be everywhere at the same time. You'll be stressed out. You have to scale with systems. You have to put systems in place that even when you are not appearing, so you should also be making money with your products, with your service. Scale with systems. Create usable templates. that will save you time for some other valuable things to be done. Create templates that you can reuse again and again. That you can just come and plug in what you want and then reuse again. So save your initial and master templates and scripts to tweak and reuse. Each time you reuse, you work faster and save time. That is it. So the first template you use, you have to save it in such a way that anytime you want to make use of that same template again, you can reuse it just by a little tweak and add some things, remove some things from the initial one, and then you get it all set up for whatever you want to reuse it for again. And each time you do this, it saves you time and energy to focus on some other things. And also it makes you work faster and be more smarter in your process or in your processes. It's very important. So scale with systems. Again, you have to automate where possible. Like I said, you cannot be in everywhere at all time or at the same time. You will get stressed out. So you have to automate with systems as well. You have to automate um, where possible. Set automation in your process, in your system. That even when you are not present physically, things are working for you. That is the only way out, that you can be making money even when you are sleeping. Because as humans, we don't have that that privilege of being present everywhere. It's only God that has that authority to be in everywhere at the same time. So automate where possible. Use automation tools, to set up um, um, some of your processes that you can automate and let them work for you even when you are not physically present. Now, raise your rate. Like I said, you have to raise your rate. For instance, after you must have present that same offer for 5 to 7 times, you have to, you know, increase your price. You have to increase your price by 10 to 20%. There's nothing wrong with that because it shows that your product, your service is producing results. So by the time you increase your price with about 10 to 20%, it will still sell. For the fact that you know what you're doing and what the content and the quality of your offer is. Okay, so expand your reach. Expand your reach. This is very important. So as you begin to scale, you have to grow your audience. You have to grow your followership. You have to grow your target audience. Expand your reach. Share your result proof. You know, this will increase your trust. This will increase the trust of customers on your product, on your service. This is very important. So consider running a small paid ad on Facebook, on Google, and so on. So there's a point we get to. You have to add um, running of a paid ad to increase your reach, to expand your business as time goes on. But that is not the first point of call when you're starting up. Okay, so you have to do it yourself. Get your first set of clients, your first set of customers. But then, when it comes to scaling, you have just to add some other things to move faster in your process. Very important. Offer complementary services. For instance, if you started with report writing, and data visualization. Next, you should bundle them together for higher value package. This is very important. You know, this is very, very important. If you started with just one kind of service or one product, as time goes on, you bundle, a set of service, a set of products together, to become, a very robust offer. And then in that case, you can now, reassign a price tag to it. Also, by the time you present it as a bundle, people will not hesitate to pay for it because they now see the content of that offer. It has this, it has this, it has this in it. So all of these, is coming to them as an offer. They may not be able to question your price because they know the quality of what you've been offering to them. And now it is a bundle, so they know what they're expecting to get, with that just a little token attached as a price. So you have to offer a complementary services products. Very important. So those are the 5 major steps you need to take, to set up your first side income. So I recap. The first step is to identify your most marketable skill. Second step is to package it into a clear offer. Third step is to choose your launch platform, to start with. Then fourth step is to deliver exceptional value and collect testimonials at the end of the day. Step number 5 is for you to scale with systems. Scale with systems. Okay? Very, very important. And I believe you must have written down so many things, within these 5 steps to your first side income. So at this point, I would say congratulations. So by following these 5 steps, first to identify your skill, package it, choose a platform, deliver an excellence, scale, you will be able to set up another source of income in just few days from now. In just few days from now. Very important. And again, if you want me to also guide you, I am readily available to help you. Like I told you, this is what I do. Value monetization. Helping you to identify your marketable skill, how to package it into an offer, and then how you can begin to make money with it. And so, if you have any skill that you want to monetize, I want you to drop it in the comment section. I will help you to review it and give you feedback. What an offer you can make of it and how you can monetize it. Very important. So drop it in the comment section that this is my skill. This is my one anchor skill. This is my marketable skill. By following these steps you just taught me, this is the skill among the many skills I have been able to identify as my anchor skill. So please guide me on how to monetize it. I will be glad to help you. I will be glad to assist you to set up that, another stream of income few days from now. And so, again, before you leave, I want you to just hit the like, the follow, and subscription button to be part of this platform where I teach value monetization. Very important. This is just all I want from you right now. Thank you once again for your time. I really appreciate it. You're welcome.